Yeah, base boxing, basement should be like etc. This is just gonna be a quick video because I mean, who cares, man? Jack Catterall vs Harlem Eubank. Um, it got stopped. I can't even tell if it's round six or round seven. I thought it was at the end of round six, right? Before round seven, but BoxRec have it as a retard in seven. Or sorry, a technical decision in seven. It was a boring fight, predictably. I don't think anyone was surprised by that. Catterall, the problem with Catterall, he's very skillful, but he's so over patient and over cautious. You know, and Harlem Eubank, similar, and not a puncher. And so basically, I mean, you know, I found it a little bit hard to look at. I mean, I was looking at my phone and messages because, you know, it was boring, wasn't it? And there was a really big head clash, I think, in round six. And apparently, Catterall had such a bad cut, they had to stop it. The weird thing is, I couldn't even see the cut. I was like, what are you doing, man? Because Carol's got such hairy eyebrows. Yeah. So he's got these really thick, black, hairy eyebrows that I couldn't see the cut. And Eubank was cut as well. And Eubank went crazy at the end, like he'd won, jumping up and down and getting all excited, and he was getting booed. But, you know, it was a headbutt. It wasn't a punch that caused the cut. So obviously, if it goes up to 4 rounds, it goes to the scorecards. And they give it to Catterall, which I don't think anyone can be surprised at. Allegedly, Eubank looked disappointed, you know, and surprised. But, you know, it was quite clearly that Catterall was winning the fight. You know, oh, they want a rematch. I don't care, man. I don't care about either of these fighters, man. I'm only watching, because I got nothing better to do. Because it's Saturday night, I'm inside, yeah, I'm eating a burger and drinking, and I got nothing else better to do, so I might as well watch some boxing, even if it's whack. And, I mean, no one's really interested in a rematch. I mean, no one's really interested in watching Catterall fight or Eubank fight. Why? Because they're boring, uninteresting. They can't punch. They're over cautious, you know. And, you know, how Eubank could possibly imagine that he'd won that fight. He went nuts at the end of the fight, jumping up and down and waving his hands and hugging his, hugging his cornerman. But he must have known it was a head clash. If it was a cut caused by a punch, then that's fine. He would have won it, but it wasn't it. It was a quite clear, blatant headbutt, unintentional. In my opinion, almost certainly unintentional, and it happens in boxing, but you know, it's not satisfying. But weirdly, nor do I care. Because why? Because I don't care about Jake Catterall. Because he's boring. You know, I watched him live, and he almost sent me to sleep, man. I went to the bar. Yeah, Harlem Eubank's boring. Yeah, he's only. Well, he could box okay, but basically he's only there because of his name. And his real name is actually Eubanks, not Eubank. I've said that many times. So, you know, I don't give a rat's ass if I never see either of these two boring bums again. Because I feel a bit sorry for Catterall because, you know, I thought he won against Josh Taylor, which would have got him with a world title. So I do feel a bit sorry for him in that sense, but that's his fault for being too careful, too patient, too cautious, you know. Got to bring more to the table, man, you know, especially if you want to sell tickets. I don't know how he sells any tickets, man. Even if he was my brother, I wouldn't buy a ticket to watch him fight. I'd say, look, sorry, bro, you're too boring. You're too whack. You know, I'll watch it on TV. Anyway, that's the end of that. So we get technical decision for Catterall in a predictably boring fight. Anyway, I'm going to sleep. Peace in the Middle East.